Welcome to Asiago, an alpine town in northern Italy. Tonight, the local inline hockey team, the Vipers, are hosting the Fox Legnaro for Game 3 of the playoff semifinals. The series is locked at a tense 1-1 tie. Usually, when you get this deep into the postseason, the style of play tightens up. Teams become terrified of making a mistake, which leads to highly defensive, low-scoring matchups. But nobody told these two teams to play it safe. Look at this scoreboard. A final score of 8-7 breaks the mold of modern playoff hockey. Allowing 7 goals in a single game is normally an automatic death sentence. So how do you survive it? You do it by playing a game of extreme tactical dualism. Asiago's victory relied on an elite offensive firepower so overwhelming, it completely masked a systemic, catastrophic collapse on defense. Throughout the match, Asiago maintained what you might call a fragile equilibrium. They would consistently surge forward and secure an early lead, only to immediately surrender control of the rink right back to Legnaro. This top-down tactical map shows exactly where things were breaking down. Whenever the Asiago defense stepped up aggressively to challenge the puck, they consistently misread the play. This created a massive red zone of empty space behind them, leaving Legnaro attackers completely unmarked. With the defense caught out of position, Legnaro players could easily bypass the normal penalty kill structure. They drove the puck right down these direct one-on-one vectors toward the net, placing maximum unsustainable pressure on Asiago's goaltender, Steven. Because these systemic leaks kept occurring at mid-rink, it didn't matter how hard Asiago pushed the pace. Legnaro was always mathematically capable of tying the game back up. In any typical playoff scenario, conceding this volume of high-percentage open ice opportunities is a guaranteed formula for elimination. You simply cannot bleed this many chances and expect to win. But Asiago had a highly specific countermeasure, a high-speed transition offense capable of instantly erasing their own blunders. The engine behind this was Alessandro Rossetto. He delivered an extraordinary individual performance, putting together a relentless 4-vo output, a poker in Italian sports terminology. This animated breakdown shows the mechanics behind those strikes. Notice how teammate Legnaro uses precision cross-rank passing. He completely bypasses the neutral zone, landing the puck directly on Rossetto's stick in the offensive strike zone. Traditional game management went completely out the window. Asiago's core strategy devolved into a simple, brutal math problem. They were going to outscore their own mistakes. This dynamic reached its absolute limit with exactly 4 minutes remaining. Legnaro pulled their goalie from the net to gain an extra attacker, applying suffocating pressure to Asiago's cracking defense. The Vipers failed repeatedly to clear the puck from their own defensive zone. This allowed Legnaro to strike fast, scoring 2 rapid goals to suddenly close the gap. Then, the ultimate collapse hit. With a mere 25 seconds on the clock, Legnaro punched in a goal to tie the game at 7 apiece. All the momentum had swung entirely to the visitors. Yet, straight off the following face-off, the Vipers delivered a miraculous counterpunch. Gabriele Rossetto broke down the right side and fired from a near-impossible angle, finding the back of the net to seal the 8-7 victory. Those final 25 seconds encapsulated the entire night perfectly. A severe structural collapse bailed out at the very last moment by an unstoppable offensive miracle. The dust settled, and Asiago now holds a 2-1 series lead. They carry match point as they head into hostile territory in Legnaro for Game 4. The team knows exactly how close they came to disaster. Alessandro Rossetto was blunt in his post-game assessment, admitting they played very poorly on defense. He acknowledged that while winning is the only thing that matters in the playoffs, their defensive blunders, or sfarioni, have to be fixed immediately. This is a textbook example of surviving ugly in sports strategy. You secure the victory, but in doing so, you inadvertently broadcast a fatal blueprint to your future opponents, showing them exactly how to break you down. It is a jarring contrast to the quiet, peaceful landscape of their hometown. These serene hills hide the chaotic, high-stress reality facing the team on the rink. The Vipers proved beyond a doubt that their offensive arsenal is championship caliber. But their defensive instability leaves a massive question mark hanging over their title hopes. They can score with anyone, But against a locked-in opponent, outrunning your own mistakes might not work twice.